Okay, puppies, I may have done it. We could, I think we can.
For a land based on principles, fair and democratic, I will stand upright, I will stay the course, and be patriotic.
I wanted to fade out on Patriotic. This is, by the way, part 6 of working on Patriotic. So we're going to listen to the whole song while I go get my refill of coffee. We'll listen to the whole song. We're going to put a lot of bass just to make sure. Yeah, okay. All right, here we go.
Standing out on this prairie, taking in the cool morning air, I ponder the freedoms that we all share. I ponder the freedoms that we all share. Like the freedom to build a better life for myself, for my kids, and for my wife. For a land based on principles, fair and democratic, I will stand upright, I will stay the course, and be patriotic. And be patriotic. I will stand upright, I will stay the course, and remain patriotic. Standing out on this prairie, taking in the cool morning air, I ponder the freedoms that we all share. Like the freedom to build a better life for myself, for my kids, and for my wife. From shore to shore, yeah, from beach to beach, glad we have the freedom to be. From shore to shore, yeah, from beach to beach, glad we have the freedom to be. And that we share freedom of speech. And that we share freedom of speech. And that we all share freedom of speech. From shore to shore, yeah, from beach to beach, glad we have the freedom to be. And that we all share freedom of speech. For a land based on principles, fair and democratic, I will stand upright, I will stay the course, and be patriotic, and remain patriotic. I will stand upright, I will
Okay, puppies. Yeah, done. This is the only thing I didn't like, which is that, you know,
from beach to beach,
that, yeah, where it goes beach to beach, it sounds.
from beach to
I wonder. Getting in on on it granularly, it's really like, now if I took that away, it's too quick. It fixed it. Hold on. Now it is a little, it comes in too quickly, but I can possibly fix that by stretching this quite a bit. And then it'll make, let's see. Then it'll make, it's probably too much, right? A little too much, but we're on the right track. So we undo that, go back in, go to about here. There we are. And we see, we fix that. That's going to be better. Might work.
Yeah, from beach to beach, from beach to beach, from beach to beach, from beach to beach.
There's like a little pause, a little too long, but it kind of works. I was going to say poetically or musically. Hold on, I went one too many. So, or we could try it a little less. Now, do this again. Well, that's a pretty good edit.
From beach to beach.
Fine.
Yeah, from beach to beach.
It sounds, maybe because I'm thinking about it.
From beach to beach.
It's, well, I've had to fix an anomaly, but it's much better. All right, let's add a little reverb.
Yeah, from beach to beach.
And it actually has like a little lag, which kind of was poetic, and it doesn't bother me anymore. And we just fixed our song. We are almost at a master. In fact, what I'll do, since this is we have the other stuff still in other files. Yeah, there we go. So we're good. I guess we have enough time. Let's play it all the way through again. Of course, you know I have to do this.
Standing out on this prairie, taking in the cool morning air, I ponder the freedoms that we all share. I ponder the freedoms that we all share. Like the freedom to build a better life for myself, for my kids, and for my wife. For a land based on principles, fair and democratic. I will stand upright, I will stay the course, and be patriotic. And be patriotic. I will stand upright, I will stay the course, and remain patriotic.
Excellent.
Standing out on this prairie, taking in the cool morning air.
Good.
Upon this prairie, taking in the cool, taking in
Better.
Morning air. I ponder in the cool morning air.
Like very little.
Taking in the cool morning air.
Better.
I ponder the freedoms that we all share. The freedoms that we all share. That we all share. Like the freedom to build a better life for myself, for my kids, and for my wife.
You notice the female said for my kids, and luckily it went back, and AI doesn't always get this right. It went back to the male, or maybe it's both of them, but at least the male's there where it says for my wife, you know.
My kids and for my wife.
That sounds enough like a guy. Good.
From shore to shore, yeah.
Love
From
that.
beach to beach. Black
Come on. As I said banjo, I meant mandolin. Mandolin. Wow.
beach to beach.
Come on. Do you know how special that is? Little things that maybe most civilians, people don't think about, like outside the music business. They'll know they really like something, but they won't be able to say, "Oh, the mandolin there." And I remember this brings. I'm just going to go back to. I was at this boarding school. I think I was the youngest person in the whole boarding school, Ojai Valley School, and got an itch on the roof of my mouth. That was not TMI. It was TMI. So anyway, I remember in the music class. I think I remember there was a music teacher, and he was asking the class, and everyone else was one grade higher, and I was put into it. I think I was very young, like was I 6 or 7 years old, very young. Yes, because ended up seeing this girl later in Hawaii, I think, when I was 10. So this must have been like 6, 7 years old. And I remember when they would play different instruments, they'd say, "What was that?" and ask the students. And I seem to remember, and interesting how we remember certain things. Whereas, of course, I don't remember most of that part of my life. I remember saying, I think it was oboe. It's an oboe. And it was very good, Ari, and nobody else got it right. So it's like that kind of reminds me of coming to this, like I can appreciate these little elements, even though now the bad news is I never became knowledgeable with the theory of music. I do not know much about music theory. I can't read music. I can't play any instrument, including the piano, expertly, although I can play it expertly with my own music to a degree. But so I'm just letting you know that I'm not trying to say I'm this amazing music professor. I'm far from it. But I think I have some gut feeling and some things.
Beach to beach.
Come on. Do you know the reason I'm so enamored with that is this is a robot. And it was a choice, yes, based on training data, but it's not always doing that, you see. Now, if I had asked it to do exactly what you're hearing here, that'd be another story. I think you can prompt it maybe to do something like this. But the fact that it did it on its own makes me like, wow. And it's like the way the player played it, kind of a little retard, like dun 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 dun, dun rather than quite with the beat. It's beautiful.
Glad we have.
And then the way they echo, the way they have multiple overlaying. Yeah, they're kind of like almost like a choir.
From beach to
And then just drums there. Oh, I don't take that for granted.
beach to beach. Glad we have
slow moments.
The freedom to be
Then it
from
gets,
shore to shore.
yeah.
From beach to beach. Glad we have the freedom to be.
Wow.
And that we share.
That is so good.
We share freedom of speech. And that we share freedom of speech. And that we all share freedom of speech.
This gets a little clunky.
All share freedom of speech.
It sounds a little like, it's not as kick-ass as it was before here.
From shore to shore. Yeah.
That part's good.
From shore.
There's a little AI glitch there.
From shore.
Another one. See where it is. Yeah, what happens if I... It's much better. Do we need to stretch anything? It's okay. All I'm going to do is undo so I can see where I can... Let's edit right on the line. We'll fix it later on that side. It's such a good edit, I don't want to screw anything up too much. I just like to try to go on the center line. This one, I'm able to go a little closer to the center line, I guess. Or there. And that, you know, it looks okay. It's okay. It's like rum shore, like missing the F a little bit, but I think you can get away with it, especially in that we're towards the end of the song. Hold on. No, when I cut my ears, it's really bad. Hold on. Try something else. Better. It's better. It's actually, for me, it's acceptable now. We're going to do my little healing thingy with the... Freedom of speech. From shore to shore. From shore. From shore to shore. Yeah. It sounds like an edit. From shore to shore. It sounds like an edit when I cut my ears. When I don't cut my ears, it's better. Cup, by the way. My ears. It's like it's like a... From shore to shore. Yeah. It's acceptable. From beach to beach. Glad we have beach. Glad we... Another little kind of... I think we might be able to fix it by doing this. No, maybe, but it's a matter of just taking out that rough section, doing something like that. Beach to beach, glad we had beach, glad we... Still a bit of a... Almost worked. Beach to beach, glad we have the free. I'm going to try something. A little something I sort of developed by You paste in a little bit of that. It sounds like a bit of an edit, but it's not as clip. It works. Let me see. I'll cut my ears. That it's okay. I can live with it.
And that we all share freedom of speech for a land based on principles. Freedom of speech for a land based on freedom of speech for a land based on principles.
Is it still there? It seems like it took a lot of it out. And then that's too harsh for my ears. So something strange, but
Freedom of speech.
there we go. That's it.
Land based on principles. Fair and based on principles.
Just this is a first world edit, first world problem.
Principles. Fair
Better.
based on principles. Fair and democratic. I will stand upright. I will stay the course. And be patriotic. And remain patriotic. I will stand upright. I will stay the course. And remain patriotic.
I'd say we have a finished song. I'm going to call that a master, put it to bed, at least for now. I'll probably listen to all of them over again and do final tweaks. But this is the only place where I'm going to try to do is we go like that. Oh yeah, that was our one of our weird edits. But better. And you could pick nits all day long, but I'm happy with that. As far as our headroom, it looks all good. What I like to do is we can go all the way, normalize it to maximum. Both tracks, both channels, and then down to 91, and we are sold. I'm going to call that master. So, I was going to say I'll bring you back, but I'll just do it for you guys. Let's see. Where's working? We just have to find working. Here it is. And that's the most recent thing I worked on. So rename. It can go before or after. We don't need to say hero because master trumps hero. And I'll leave that at 620. Yeah, there we go. Done. You have to do this. You have to put this. For some reason, it doesn't do it until you refresh the page. Okay. That one's done. The rest of them, all the rest of the 6 tracks are going to be instrumental. The heavy lifting for this album is done. And I am not likely to do another country album soon unless I get really good. And if I get good response from this, or people decide to start playing it on the radio or something, then I worked harder on this than my smooth jazz. But if it's successful, and of course, musicians out there going, like a cat goes, when it's really upset, they're probably doing that, thinking, you're not working hard at all, you asshole. Anyway, okay, compared to booking a recording session and dealing with musicians and all that other stuff. All right, we'll put this to bed. Thank you for watching. Wow. Patriotic to bed. Cheers.